Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, we're on the way. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, this guy, Casedo, really is the definition of the word tireless. One of the best defensive midfielders around, and he does have a constant desire to get forward and contribute to the attack. He can add some...
And the shots! It's in!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Dembele at his razor-sharp best there.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
So far, so good, Peter, but they need to start thinking of the next one now. Take this momentum and force the issue even more.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Milan with a free kick then. And this the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them. Ronaldinho! Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Oh, for the keeper to get down to that was top class, but to actually stop himself from spilling it was exceptional. That's great goalkeeping.
Now it's Seedorf. That has been cut short. Well, they can break here. And it's Seedorf. Ronaldinho looking to get on the end of this. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. And that could set him on his way.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Maldini. Puyol. Rummenigge. And he hits the net. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Casedo. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Thuram. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rodri. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, it's come loose. No, that's been intercepted. Thuram. Ronaldinho showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And here's Ronaldinho.
Ronaldinho really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Olise. Bellingham can see things others simply cannot. Vitinha. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's chosen to go back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
Muscular approach does pay off here. Bellingham. Casedo. Cristiano Ronaldo.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Olise receives him in a wide position. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Casedo. Milan looking to pass their way through. Vitinha. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Nice interception, well timed. Ronaldinho. Oh, he's found support out wide. It's a mighty effort! Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Rodri.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Perhaps the final meaningful act of the first half. So who's he going to be aiming for here? Ronaldo gets into a good position. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Olise. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each.
Substitutions taking place.
Milan get the ball rolling for the second period. Zico. And he shoots! Superb goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
That was easy, almost too easy.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Zico. Zico will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Lovely feet. Zico proves just a little bit too strong. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
Probably be looking to play it square from here.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
Thinks about shapes to shoot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Picked out brilliantly. Tries to... Oh, what a climb! It's in! And this is getting better and better. What a header. Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up?
Up he goes! He will be livid with himself.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Olise. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Looking to go deep. He rises! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Ronaldinho gets good distance on it. Great chance! Really well taken goal. What a moment of brilliance, control and perfect accuracy.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
And he's done it again, he's got his second. This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Milan still have the cards to affect this game.
Yeah, and I think if you're looking for change in a tight game like this, Peter, it's all about getting the timing right.
You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Goes forward. Ronaldo might just make this. And it's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho going face-to-face with his great rival. Zico. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Decent chance! Oh, crossbar! He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Substitution on the field. Number 6.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
69.
Well, there is that saying, Peter, that if it isn't broke, don't try and fix it. But I suppose you don't want to risk anything in a game like this.
Nicely weighted ball.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Rooney. Number 10. Bellingham. Number 24.
Thuram kept his eye on it, and he's there.
Substitution in
That's
progress.
positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Van Dijk with the clearance. Forlan.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Engages and forces him off the ball. He's had a shot! And it's in! Again, we are level! What a contest!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, now they've saved themselves. You can really sense a change in the whole atmosphere here. It's going to be pretty manic from now to the final whistle.
Ronaldinho providing an outlet on that flank. And the finish! It's there! And the comeback is Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Ferdinand with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Ferdinand has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles.
Milan really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
He's shifting through the gears here. Cleared without hesitation. And it's Fletcher. Out to the left it goes. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Over to the left. Yamal. Fletcher. Yamal picks it up out wide. An instinctive delivery. And that has been knocked clear. Spread out to the left. And this is Ronaldinho. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Cannavaro. And that will be it. Milan illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good. Well, it is a nervous time, but these are positive nerves. The prospects are so great, the potential, be it financial or reputational, is huge, because success in this competition brings so much. And the supporters are here to take it in for themselves and to drive the team on. Truly, this is crunch time. It is a deep, deep sea of yellow, beautifully effervescent yellow. That is what you're faced with when you come to Dortmund. We have already started here. Pull it, and this is Ronaldinho. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pirlo did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Now it's Hunnit. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Now it's Bellingham. Now it's crossed into a mighty effort! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Hunnit. Looking to play him in. Ronaldinho.
Well, it's safe to say, Peter, we're in the presence of defensive royalty here.
And so what is it that makes Paolo Maldini so regal?
Well, I think the fact that he almost never had to make a tackle says it all. He just doesn't need to. With him, it's all about anticipation, positioning, and reading the game superbly. There's very few who are able to do that at the highest level like him.
So nearly the perfect ball. Hunnit looks to get on the end of this. Yaya Toure. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Rooney, and he's running through, and a chance! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And it's Borussia Dortmund who take the lead.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
Borussia Dortmund have taken the lead.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
And here's Hullet. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Messi with a definite foul there. Very nearly half an hour gone here. He won't be happy with that one. Looking for options for movement. Ronaldinho cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
And it's Iniesta. Bellingham.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
And this is Dembele. Bellingham is onto this. Oh, that's nice. He's got away. Delivers. Oh, smashing header. He's keen, determined to have his say.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Pirlo. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Hullet. And the counter is on. Oh, perfectly measured that. Now it's Bellingham. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Messi. Hullet. Borussia Dortmund finding their passes. Ronaldinho.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Now it's Hullet. Messi. It's Pirlo. Messi. And that'll be the last act of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it. Pirlo really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
He can get that clear. Now this could be a chance. Oh, just skips. Chance for a shot! Dispatched clinically. themselves an equaliser.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Dembele demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And he's intervened well there. Yaya Toure.
Well, I'm hoping for a nice open second half now. It's there to be won.
And it's Pirlo.
The attendance for this match
Ferdinand.
was 62,000.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, super find. And he's managed to get free. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Played into space. Ferdinand calmly anticipates. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Threads one in. Who saw this coming? Milan are taking this the full distance. Terrific stuff. And this is Ronaldinho. Shapes to shoot! And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Iniesta running with the ball. Passing is crisp and sharp. Iniesta. Rooney might just make this. Oh, it's Dembele. He's a sharp little ball here. That's good play. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Into the last quarter of an hour. Borussia Dortmund need to make something happen here. And here's Hullet. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund.
Rooney ready to try one.
Hullet.
Rooney! Oh, special! That is a special goal! About as smooth as it gets! And again they hit the front! A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Borussia Dortmund take the lead.
You have to credit the desire we've just seen here, Peter. The desire to stick to your task and keep on chipping away. Some might have backed off, but not this lot. This is very impressive. Borussia Dortmund surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Oh, nice touch. Doku. He gets big. Oh, it's fallen loose again. And that has been clubbed away. picked out brilliantly.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they reach?
Fallen! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Now it's Shevchenko, engages and forces him off the ball. And here's Forlan, Zico.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. Now it's Shevchenko. That's a foul, no two ways about it. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Milan can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but ultimately they have fallen just short against an opponent prepared to go Well, here comes a crunch game. So much depends on this. Expectation and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So that's got things underway. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Ronaldinho proves just a little bit too strong. Now it's Mbappe. Chance here to counter. Casedo. Milan looking to pass their way through. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Casedo. Cruyff. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Now it's Ronaldinho. Rummenigge is onto this. All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. Milan have themselves a chance from the spot. So the would-be breakthrough moment. Oh, great save by Dida!
Oh, what a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be psychologically pivotal.
Nesta. Neither side yet able to find the net. Mbappe in acres of space out wide. He gets big, and the keeper couldn't hold it. Oh, what has happened here? And he's following up! Casedo. And here's Cruyff. Ronaldinho. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Casedo is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Shoots! And it's Rodri. Rummenigge. Nice interception, well timed. That's a cute ball. Nicely worked. He's won Mbappe! Oh, crossbar! Rodri. And he's forced to go back. Rummenigge. Ronaldinho. Rummenigge. He is through here. Tries a shot! Vieira. Here's Rodri. Now he's got space here. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Thuram. Puyol. And it's Casedo. And this is Hullet. And he's got... And Hullet! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Ronaldinho. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Decent progress down the left.
Well, this is intriguing.
Oh no, that was never going to make it. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Now it's Forlan. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. Knocks it into space. Rodri can see things others simply cannot. So much touch. Chance! Goal! Barcelona! On the cusp of half-time, he delivers with perfect timing. That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Casedo. Passing is crisp and sharp. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Good read, needed to be. And there is the half-time whistle. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
Ah, such a clever touch. Bellingham. And this is Ronaldinho. Pressure stays on, it is a corner. And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Tries the cut back. And now a sudden chance to counter. Nice looking ball. Chips it through. Shot could be... Ronaldinho! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Ronaldinho really should be making an apology. That longer range pass gave him a golden chance then.
Searching pass he's played there. Rodri. Milan finding their passes. Rummenigge. Milan still behind thanks to that solitary strike. Oh, it's a promising build-up this, plenty of really nice passing. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's Ronaldinho. Rummenigge, he's found some space. Well read, and the danger is averted. Ronaldinho. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Pull it. Looking for a runner. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. No, again, there's no way through. And here's Hullet. Cruyff. Cruyff will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Bellingham. Now it's Forlan. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Mbappe gets into a good position. And the shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Oh, he's really looking like he's on the very top of his game here.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
El dorsal 15 serán sustituidos por el dorsal 24, el dorsal 11.
Ronaldinho is short.
El dorsal 19. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Milan perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist.
Rodri, who does have an assist to his name. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. He's had a shot! And he's found the net! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class.
It's Dembele! Goal, Milan! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Vieira has got himself a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here. Milan have scored 2 quick goals here and are 2-1 up. What a comeback. Ronaldinho going face-to-face with his great rival. And that's a superb piece of defending. Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. They've got a throw in. Van Dijk. Maldini. Now Van Dijk. And it's Maldini. That's Thuram. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Doku looking to be a menace in the final third. Dembele! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, split-second reaction.
Yeah, Peter, I think the smartest of reactions, and he just attacked the danger.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
That'll be a throw. Lovely bit of skill. Goes for goal! And with that, the final whistle. Milan can celebrate now. They have exactly what they... So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. Red and black wherever you turn. The San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. So it's down to business here. The unmissable figure of Jan Koller. No doubt where his strength lies.
No, well, if ever you wanted to show the definition of target man, it's him, the human lighthouse.
And nearer 7 foot than 6.
Yeah, with the right service, he's unplayable.
Nicely worked. Mbappe! He's delivered all right! The breakthrough strike! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Elise. Bellingham. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Looking to play him in. And he's going to be disappointed with that. Rice. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldinho. And he lines up a big header. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. And it's Ronaldinho. Jordi Alba receives it in a wide position.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Oh, this looks sharp. Looking for options for movement. Van Basten. There's the delivery. And Bebeto! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Can he get on the end of this? That's really well manoeuvred. Bellingham can so cleverly bypass the press. Bellingham.
Milan really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Mbappe has found the net here, of course. And he's managed to get free. Van Basten! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Bebeto has it out wide and in space. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bellingham. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
That's a great ball crossfield.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Shot a goal! Dispatched clinically. AC Milan are all square. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Milan grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Koller, real chance! They want to be quick to oh, what has happened here? And that's the keeper's ball. Maldini cuts out the pass. That is good alertness. And that's put paid to a promising move. Milan looking to pass their way through. Oh, slow for a shot! Goal, Milan! And the comeback is complete. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Milan get themselves into the lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Here comes another. He gets big. It's in. Again, in a trice. And they are soaring. What a header. Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Floated through. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Up towards the front line. And they're back on the ball again. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And here's Ronaldinho. Jordi Alba receives it in a good position here. And that's been won straight back. And there is the half-time whistle.
Milan are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say, deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1. And we are already promptly back underway. Bellingham could move up a gear here. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Now it's Van Basten. Maldini. Thuram.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And the through ball. Lovely, now then. He's having a shot! And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. There was no... And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our... Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers, so will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. The action has already started. Oh, he has leathered that.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.